Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel here. This week I'd like to talk to you about how I believe we can teach people who have suffered from past trauma memories or those diagnosed with PTSD how to heal their pain in as little as one session. I'd like to use a story, a parable I've kind of created to explain the reason why this can happen. Imagine you're a college student and you're looking to either join a scholarship or maybe it's a professional sports team you're looking to join. You've been working really hard to get there and finally you've got a tryout next week. You're so excited about you go to celebrate with your friends, and during the celebration you go and you maybe do some rock climbing or go-karting or whatever, and in the throes of this enjoyment you break your leg and you're devastated. You can see your life falling apart in front of you. Not only do you have to get your leg put in a cast and get medication for the physical pain, you've also got to take medication for how you feel, the mood, the depression, the frustration, the anger, all those feelings. Now somebody who cares about you deeply feels your pain. And they go and they get their leg put in a cast. There's nothing wrong with their leg, but they feel your pain, so they put their leg in a cast. They take the medication for your physical pain, but they also take the medication for the mood that you're feeling. That would be crazy, wouldn't it? The idea that someone who didn't experience the event actually go through the whole throes of the event, but they didn't experience the event. This is what's happening when it comes to past trauma memories and PTSD. I'm 61 years of age. I'm married. I've got two, I call them children. They're young adults. They're 14 and 18. But when I was 12 years of age, I suffered an experience where I was interfered with. But I cannot be in two places at once. I'm either a 61-year-old man or I'm a 12-year-old child. Now I know I'm not a 12-year-old child. 50 years has passed, 50 years of life experiences. I'm a grown man. I'm not that child. So what happened 50 years ago didn't happen to me. It happened to someone I cared about. A younger version of me who's no longer here. I've been carrying a memory of what happened to that 12-year-old child. But it didn't happen to me. So me to walk around saying, yeah, I suffered this experience. I didn't suffer the experience because I'm only alive today. I'm in the present moment today. I don't know if I'm going to be alive tomorrow, but certainly all my yesterdays are gone. They're not a part of me anymore. I'm only alive for these 24 hours. So for me to suggest that something happened to me 20 years ago and to ruminate upon it today is like your friend who's put their leg in a cast for your broken leg, who's taking medication for your broken leg. I'm looking at getting treated for the 12-year-old child's pain. The 12-year-old child went through the experience of the trauma and what they went through in that age group and leading up, and they went through it so I'd have a life today beyond their wildest dreams. It was never their desire for me to suffer it with them. They suffered it and they want it, and it's theirs to take back off us. It's up to us to give it back to them, and we have to find a way. So we're talking about there's 1.4 billion people diagnosed with PTSD. Wouldn't it be an absolute joy if we could each teach that 1.4 million people in our lifetime to process, heal and release their demons in one session, to give it back to their rightful owner? Wouldn't that be a really great achievement for finally to clear the decks? There's no longer anyone suffering from PTSD. The past is the past. Our history we cannot change in any way, shape or form. And because I'm alive today, I'm not alive yesterday or last week or 10 years ago or 50 years ago. So my portion is what's in front of me for these 24 hours. What happened yesterday is belonging to the Richard of yesterday. Last week, the Richard of last week. The 50 years ago, the child Richard of 50 years ago. I need to separate myself, who I am today, from who I was 50 years ago. They're two different beings altogether in every way, shape and form. I'm 6'6", I'm slightly obese. That 12-year-old child isn't 6'6", he isn't slightly obese, he's in shorts and short cropped hair. Two different people completely. So I have to give back to him his pain so I can be free today. And that's why I speak about the teachings of Christ and casting out our demons. We have to cast out our demons and give the demons back to the rightful owner. I have enough on my plate today without taking on the pain of someone in the past. Thank you very much. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And please share it with as many people as possible. Thank you.